Realism is a term which, if we talk, it talks about presenting in front of us the life as it is. In other way, keeping in front of you the mirror of the life, exact replica of what the life is. It is, in a way, realistically sticking to truth, describing life as it is, avoiding artificiality, means, avoiding imagination, avoiding supernatural elements. It is, in a sense, quite opposite to that of romanticism. Romanticism mostly depends on subjective emotional being of a person. म्हणजे तसं बघायला गेलं तर रियालिझम म्हणजे जीवन आहे तसं मांडणं, त्याचा एक आरसा आपल्या समोर उभा करणं, कोणत्याही प्रकारची आर्टिफिशियलिटी, कोणत्याही प्रकारची कल्पकता किंवा अतिरम्य अति अद्भुत अशा विषयांचा म्हणजे भूत अशा प्रकारचे किंवा अशा प्रकारचे कॅरेक्टर ज्याच्यामध्ये नाहीत आणि जीवन वास्तव पद्धतीनं जसं आहे तसं मांडण्याची जी पद्धती आहे त्याला रियालिझम म्हणतात. नाउ दिस रियालिझम it was a movement, literary movement in the 19th century. 19व्या शतकामधली ही movement होती, which started with Balzac and Flaubert. These were the writers or novelists in France. It started even in in England with George Eliot and in America with William Dean Howells. Now you see the 19th century is remarkable for industrialization. Industrialization was taking place as well as educational institutes were coming in existence. More number of people were learning, educated, and they had huge demand for their entertainment. And in the process, the form of novel rose on the horizon of literature. आणि या प्रोसेसमधून नॉवेल नावाचा एक प्रकार याच्यामध्ये अस्तित्वात आला. And this gave rise to the movement of realism in literature. So, realism is a way of exactly representing, with the help of descriptions, वर्णनांच्या माध्यमातून, complexities of life. There are, life has so much guntagunt. That guntagunt and abstract concepts, those all were presented with a scientific reality, with a scientific precision. Positivism was on rise, and that might have given a little bit boost. त्याच्यामुळे कदाचित म्हणजे शास्त्रीय पद्धतीने सगळ्या गोष्टींचा अभ्यास करावा हे पॉझिटिव्हिझमचं तत्व आहे. त्यानुसार लोकांना वाटत होतं की हे सगळं जीवन आहे तसं प्रेझेंट करावं. सो नाउ द फर्स्ट पर्पज ऑफ these novelists, these writers who were influenced by education, by industrialism, by new culture, they wanted to produce life as it is. And as it is means real. Now, reality in the artist's sense, it is created, but they created it as it is. They removed that aspect of supernaturalism, the aspect of romanticism, just aspect of creativity, idealization. All these things were avoided. Life in its ugly form. If life is painful, painfulness was presented. In many of the social novels of the 19th century, the real impact of industrialization is presented. The movement of realism opened eyes of then administrating powers, then governments. Majority of reforms in educational system took place by understanding reality from the realistic novels. So, realists wanted to face life as it is. जीवन जसं आहे ते तसंच त्याला सामोरं जाणं हे रिअलिस्टिक मुवमेंटमध्ये होतं, रिअलिस्टिक कन्व्हेन्शन म्हणतो. मीन्स डू नॉट ग्लोरिफाय द फॅक्ट्स, प्रेझेंट देम ॲज दे आर. डू नॉट ॲड युअर सेंटिमेंट्स, तुमची भावना त्याच्यामध्ये घालू नका. अँड डू नॉट क्रिएट इल्युजन अबाउट द लाईफ. दॅट वॉज द आस्पेक्ट विच वॉज पार्ट ऑफ रिअलिझम. हा जो आस्पेक्ट आहे, हा आस्पेक्ट आपल्या याच्यामध्ये पार्ट रिअलिझमचा पार्ट आहे असं आपल्याला असं आपण समजून घ्यायला पाहिजे. नाउ दिस रिअलिस्टिक मुवमेंट इज अप मीन्स इट इज डेझिग्नेटेड इन टू वेज. दोन पद्धतीनं याचा हे केला जातो, दोन पद्धतीनं याचं वर्णन केलं जातं किंवा याचं डेझिग्नेशन केलं जातं. सो वन इज द वे ऑफ ट्रीटिंग इट ॲज अ मुवमेंट. एक चळवळ म्हणून वाङ्मयातली तिची ट्रीटमेंट केली जाते, विच स्टार्टेड इन 19th century. बाल्झॅक, जॉर्ज इलियट and Howells, they wrote certain novels, and those novels were realistic. They were opposed to the romantic way of presenting life. They were opposed to the presenting life in a romantic way. And second thing, means second way of realism, identifying realism in the literature of Elizabethan period. Suppose in Elizabethan period, some stories were there and they were written in a realistic way. So identifying them, or in the 17th century, Mark Landers or some novels, Robinson Crusoe, such kind of novels which were written during that time, though to identify those eras, identify those forms, and so this term is used. In the realistic fiction, we see that it is quite opposed to romantic fiction. So, realism does influence the reader in such a way that it feels that this incident or the life represented in the book, in the novel, is as good as life he finds around him. त्याच्या अवतीभोवती जे जीवन त्याला मिळते त्या प्रकारचं ते जीवन आहे असं त्याला वाटतं. So when he reads the character from the novels, he thinks that these characters are easily identified in the society. Whereas in romantic fiction, there are prince and princesses, there are adventures, there are fantastic pictures, picturesque descriptions. Action is heroic, means the prince dares something, he goes and rescues princess. Such kind of things is part of romantic movement. And such romantic movement is absent in a realistic novel. आणि अशा प्रकारचं जे जीवन आहे ते रिअलिस्टिक नॉवेलमध्ये absent आहे. जसं वास्तव जीवन आहे तसं वास्तव जीवन वाचकाला वाटतं की आपल्या सभोवती घडतंय. So that was the thing which is related with realism. We have novels of George Eliot, Middlemarch नावाची त्यांची हे आहे. किंवा there are so many other novels in which George Eliot presents the 19th century, the time in which he was living. Charles Dickens are realistic novels. The universal qualities of life which existed during his time are still appealing us because the reality of life has not changed. There are few writers like Daniel Defoe, Richardson, Henry Fielding. These writers also developed the realistic novel writing. In Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe was shipwrecked. त्याच्या जहाजाचा अपघात होतो. He is marooned on one island. There he develops the life. There he develops a colony. तिथे तो जीवन तयार करतो. तिथे एक वसाहत निर्माण करतो. And the description of the life spent by Robinson Crusoe there, his pains, his struggle, is so realistically presented to us that this impossible thing appears to be possible in the book. His book, another one novel, Moll Flanders, also realistically represents the life. So, in a way, in a fictional form, Daniel Defoe presents mirror in front of us, reflecting reality of that time. Franz Kafka is another one modern writer. He has written these things with a little imaginations, but the way he presents details is a realistic one. Franz Kafka is one of the important modern writers in whose novels we see the realism reflected. Before 19th century, in 18th century also, Pamela of Samuel Richardson, forefathers of novels, and Samuel Richardson is one. In his novels, the realistic life of the contemporary realistic life, समकालीन वास्तव जीवन प्रेझेंट करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला. In Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, we come across realism. There are many writers like George Eliot, Austen. In the writings of these writers, we come across realism, the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, then Pamela of Samuel Richardson. So these are the things which we see in the plays, in the novels. This realism is seen in the novels of these novelists, or in the 19th century or before that. So realism is different than romanticism in a way that instead of depending on imagination or impossible things, it depicts the life as it is felt by the people. and realism is quite separate from naturalism. There is a distinction, but they are similar movements. Naturalism and their ideology is different, but they are similar movements. There is a subtle difference. थोडासा नाजूकसा बदल त्याच्यामध्ये आहे. तो बदल आता आपल्याला इथं इंट्रोड्यूस करायची गरज नाही. परंतु रिअलिझम अँड नॅचरलिझम आर क्वाइट सिमिलर मूवमेंट्स इन लिटरेचर and they were they were part of 19th century and early 20th century. Humor is another one characteristic quality which we come across in literature in all forms. It is used as a tool by the writer to amuse the reader and to keep his attention tied to the work of art or the poem, drama or a novel. It is intention of a writer. Writer's intention is to generate laughter, and the tool or the tools with which he generates laughter is called humor. लेखकाचे इंटेन्शन असते की विनोद निर्माण करणं, आणि ज्या साधनांच्या माध्यमातून हा ह्युमर निर्माण केला जातो, हे लाफ्टर निर्माण केलं जातं, त्याला ह्युमर म्हणतात. नाउ दिस ह्युमर कम्स इन डिफरंट फॉर्म्स, बट व्हॉट इज इट्स फंक्शन? पण त्याचं काम काय आहे? द रीडिंग और वॉचिंग अ प्ले और वॉचिंग अ पोएम, रीडिंग अ पोएम, if we go on continuously doing it, it becomes monotonous. There is a repetition. And monotony brings boredom, आणि एक तोचतोचपणा आपल्याला कंटाळा आणते. This boredom and tedium is on many occasions is not good for our nerves. It is not good for our nerves. Our nerves need to be relaxed. They need to be just given laughter. So as in the sunny day or sultry day, breeze is relaxation. In that way, humor is also relaxing. Now for this, they bring out some, different devices are used depending on different forms of literature. Means in theater, they are different. In movies, they are different. In literature, they are different. There are purely comic novels where the writer's intention is to please by creating humor. So it is most effective weapon which is used by the writers to please audience. As he develops his plot, as he develops his characters, he adds something in it which is humor, that creates laughter, that gives you relaxation. In 17th century, there was a debate for mixing humor or comic incidents in a serious, means classical literature does not, it is said, does not allow mixing of serious and comic elements. It says that it breaks down the effect, but instead it helps to build up the effect. तसा विचार करता याच्यामुळे इफेक्ट उलट जास्त बिल्डअप करण्यासाठी उपयोग होतो. इट इज युजफुल फॉर recalling the things. Humor is a trigger for keeping the story in the mind. तो एक ट्रिगर असतो की ज्या माध्यमातून आपण गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवतो. It sustains attention of the reader. And through this attention, he can connect with the character, he can understand different ideas, he can learn about the picture of the situation. And this is important for the reader to keep his attention, to sustain his attention throughout the novel, throughout the literary work. It provides, a tool to give surprise, the paradox or irony in a poem, certain paradoxes in drama. These are the things which has element of surprise, and this element of surprise improves the quality of literature. आणि हा जो सरप्राईजचा एलिमेंट आहे त्यामुळं तर त्या वाङ्मयीन कृतीची क्वालिटी इम्प्रूव्ह होते. Now this is what is humor. We are given two examples. Jane Austen's novel Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice ही जेन ऑस्टिनची कादंबरी आहे. या कादंबरीमध्ये जेन ऑस्टिन ही पहिल्यापासून शेवटपर्यंत एक हलका मूड मेंटेन केलेला आहे. देयर आर व्हेरी हिलॅरियस सीन्स, म्हणजे व्हेरी मेनी हिलॅरियस सीन्स. फॉर दॅट हिलॅरियस सीन्स शी हॅज बीन कम्पेअर्ड विथ शेक्सपियर. म्हणजे तो तिची जी विनोद बुद्धी आहे, तो लाईट ह्युमर आहे, जीवनामधला जो सामान्य विनोद आहे, तो विनोद त्या कादंबरीमध्ये एवढ्या प्रमाणात आहे की तिची तुलना शेक्सपियरशी केलेली आहे. म्हणजे जसं नाटकामध्ये शेक्सपियरला जेवढं महत्त्व आहे तेवढंच महत्त्व, तेवढीच प्रतिष्ठा जेन ऑस्टिनला कादंबरी लेखनामध्ये आहे. आणि त्याचं कारण म्हणजे तिची जी विनोद प्रेझेंट करण्याची पद्धती आहे, तिची जीवनाचं चित्र हलक्या फुलक्या भाषेमध्ये प्रेझेंट करण्याची गोष्ट आहे. तिची जी कादंबरी आहे प्राईड अँड प्रेजुडाइस मध्ये, याच्यामध्ये बेनेट फॅमिलीच्या बद्दल ज्या गोष्टी वर्णन केलेल्या आहेत, म्हणजे वेन मिस्टर बेनेट insults his wife, or tries to, not insults but just passes some comments on his wife. His wife says that you should understand my nerves. Then he says that you mistake me, my dear. तुला जर असं चुकीचं समजून घेतेस. I have a high respect for your nerves. तुझ्या नर्व्हसाठी माझ्याकडे हाय रिस्पेक्ट. दे आर माय ओल्ड फ्रेंड्स, ते माझे जुने मित्र आहेत. I have heard you mention them with consideration these 20 years at least. गेली 20 वर्ष मी त्याच्या संपर्कात आहे, त्यामुळे मी तुझ्या नर्वला काही हे करेन असं नाही. इवन this Mr. Bennet is making fun of all characters. So this is humor which livens up the quality of the book. त्या पुस्तकाची क्वालिटी वाढवण्याचं काम केलं जातं. The second example is given of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Here in this description also, the silliness of Duke's action is projected and this becomes humorous. त्याचा जो मूर्खपणा आहे, तो मूर्खपणा याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला लक्षात येतो आणि या माध्यमातून ते विनोदी होण्याचा या माध्यमातून तो विनोद प्रेझेंट केल्याचा प्रयत्न केलेला. सो ह्युमर इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टंट आस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ लिटरेचर. Humor, we have seen, it generates laughter, and paradox is another one term which makes contradictory statement. एका विरोधात असं स्टेटमेंट तयार केलं जातं. And intention is to make you know something surprisingly strange from the situation. Contradictory means virodhavasi. The meaning of the word contradictory means virodhavasi. The first part makes some statement and logically it should lead somewhere else, but instead it states such a fact which logically does not go in the direction which was taken in the first place. सुरुवातीला ज्या दिशेने ते निघाले होते त्या दिशेला जात नाही. Apparently आपल्याला असं वाटतं की हा विचार असा जाईल, but it does not develop in that way. Such statements are paradoxical statements. अशी जी विधानं असतात ती paradoxical विधानं असतात. Paradoxical or self-contradictory statements are not easily interpretable. They are म्हणजे त्याचा अर्थ लावणं एवढं सहजासहजी शक्य होत नाही. तर sometimes it has element of surprise, sometimes it has element of mysticism, and out of that statement we make certain sense, we make certain illumination, certain knowledge is born in our mind. आपल्या जीवनात आपल्या मनामध्ये काहीतरी नवीन ज्ञान आपल्याला होतं. It is mostly used in poems by the poets. John Donne's poet, Death Be Not Proud. हे मृत्यू देवते तू एवढी अहंकारी असू नकोस. And he says that one short sleep passed. Death means what? छोटी झोप ती मोठी झोप. But we wake eternally and death shall be no more. आणि आपण अशा अनंत विश्वामध्ये जन्माला येतो, असं जागे होतो की जिथं मृत्यूचंच काय अस्तित्व नसतं. This it is contrary to our expectation, it is contrary to our interpretation of life. So paradox is an element which is used by many poets. It is a verbal wit, it is a kind of pun. एक प्रकारचा हा एक पन आहे की ज्याच्यामधून विनोद निर्मिती किंवा काहीतरी ज्ञान देण्याचा प्रयत्न केला जातो. There are you see contradictory terms join. Oh, death in life. Now death and life are contradictory things. The days that are no more. So the days days are past, they are dead. Oh, death in life, the days that are no more. म्हणजे आपले जे पूर्वीचे अनुभव असतात ते घेऊन आपण आता जगतो. या प्रकारचं कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन जे जीवनात असते ते जीवनातलं कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन आपल्याला याच्यातून अनुभवायला मिळतं. हिज ऑनर रूटेड इन डिसऑनर स्टूड. म्हणजे त्याच्या अप्रतिष्ठेमध्ये त्याची प्रतिष्ठा आहे. This kind of statements. Now and faith unfaithfully kept him falsely true. Such kind of sentences you come across in the Elizabethan poetry. अशा प्रकारची विधानं आपल्याला एलिझाबेथन पोएट्री मध्ये पाहायला मिळतात. So pleasing pain, loving hate. Paradox was prominent concern of many new critics. नवीन क्रिटिक्स आहेत त्यांच्या वाचनामध्ये त्याच्या अभ्यासामध्ये पॅराडॉक्सचा मोठा अभ्यासाचा घटक राहिला. So it encompasses number of different directions in its scope. And Kenneth Brooks says that the language of poetry is language of paradox. आणि Kenneth Brooks तर असं म्हणतो की कवितेची भाषाच पॅराडॉक्स असते, विरोधाभासाची असते. Let us see some examples of paradox. इतर काही उदाहरणं आहेत. Thou art to me delicious torment. If it is torment, how it could be delicious? म्हणजे जर हे टॉर्मेंट असेल, ही जर वेदना असेल, तर हे डेलिशियस कसं असेल? Parting is such a sweet sorrow. म्हणजे parting means separation from each other, and separation from each other, how it could be sweet sorrow? So parting is a sweet sorrow. This contradictory two ideas, दोन गोष्टी इथे एकत्र आल्या. To live a life half dead, a living death. म्हणजे मृतपणाने जीवन जगणं हे जवळजवळ जिवंतपणे मृत्यू अनुभवण्यासारखा आहे. Such kind of surprising statements. In this third statement also there is paradox. And love's the noblest frailty of the mind. म्हणजे लव ही सगळ्यात नोबल असा कमकुवतपणा आहे मनाचा. फ्रेलली दाय नेम इज वुमन हे जसं आहे तसं लव्स द नोबलेस्ट फ्रेलटी. आता नोबल असेल तर ती फ्रेलटी कशी असणार. आणि लव हे तर इट इज कन्सिडर्ड एज हार्ड रॉक ऑफ लाईफ. मॅन प्रपोजेस गॉड डिस्पोजेस. आपल्या मनात येतं परंतु ते वास्तवात उतरत नाही. आपण ठरवतो आणि देव मोडून टाकतो. इनोसंट आर्च सो कनिंगली सिंपल. Means it is talked about a woman or beloved. Do the thing you think you cannot do. म्हणजे अशी गोष्ट करा की जी गोष्ट तुम्ही असा विचार करणार नाही की ती मी करू शकतो. You are demand if you do and you are damned if you do and damned if you don't. जर एखादी गोष्ट केली तर तुम्हाला दोष देतील, नाही केली तरी सुद्धा दोष देतील. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now how it could be, but such शत्रूचा शत्रू हा माझा मित्र कसा असेल. So there is no logic, the beginning of the end. This is also paradoxical statement. If you don't risk anything, you risk everything. जर तुम्ही कोणतीही रिस्क घेत नसाल तर जीवनाची रिस्क घेतात. Earn money by spending it. पैसे खर्च करून पैसे कमवा. So this is impossible. Such kind of paradoxes are seen in literature and they are used in literature. So here we have discussed all aspects related with literary terms.